Hey guys, it's Drek, and BoomCo has taken a page out of Nerf's handbook here. We have the BoomCo ThunderCover, which does in fact come with what looks to be a teeny tiny smart stick photo paper target, claiming ranges of up to 60 feet, which is much more than the original Jolt performed, so I would be very impressed if this hit that kind of performance. Does come with that target, advertising the far shot and the crank force, which I have already reviewed, advertising that you need to clean your darts so that they will in fact stick to that photo paper, and a lot of other nonsense. But super simple: muzzle load, pull back, and fire, and has a trigger. So we're gonna go ahead and take it out of the package, or try to, with our frozen fingers all covered in vinyl dye from commission work. If you're waiting on a commission from me, I apologize. Those are taking a while due to my schoolwork and the holidays, but I am on it. Alright, so it comes with 3 smart stick darts and has storage for 2. I think that that's really cool that Mattel does that, where they try to typically include enough darts to fill their blaster entirely. So immediately I will note that the handle, not very comfortable the way that this juts out. I am not having a ton of finger space and I'm ending up wrapping around. With the darts here it's fine because I have something to lock into, but if I did not have darts in the handle, it would not be as comfortable. It looks like there's also dart storage up top. That's kind of fun, so I guess that immediately invalidates having enough darts to store everything, but it's also an iron sight, which is totally what it was for, right guys? But since it's inline, it reminds me a lot of a Snapfire. The direct comparison here looks a lot like this smaller trigger here, but not a big deal as it angles upwards. I think that it'll be really easy, even with adult-sized fingers, to choke up into it. And then the plunger tube looks to be smaller on the BoomCo blaster, but not by a crippling amount. The barrel is also much more exposed, but again, not worried about that. The way that they fire their darts is very, very different, so I think it's going to have an adequate seal, so to speak. So firing, we'll do a flat shot. Certainly not 60-foot performance flat. That's about a 25-foot shot, so we'll give it the benefit of the doubt and do an angled one. Angled landing at about 35, so nowhere close to its claimed ranges, but a really good... That fishtailed something fierce. That's very strange, but... So nowhere close to its advertised performance, but it's almost more handle than blaster. That's hilarious. I'd love to compare the volumetrics there. Blaster is solid. We've proved that the Jolt is a tried and true concept. The inline Jolt, while not awesome in the Snapfire, is great in the Nerf line with the glow shot and the bow strike. I think it's called the bow strike, but this is, of course, the BoomCo ThunderCover. I think that it's short, sweet, to the point, and cheap as all get out. So if you need a BoomCo sidearm and you don't want to spend the money for a far shot, this is less expensive and performs marginally. I would much rather have the far shot. I think it has much better ergonomics and performance. But if you need a miniature pistol for some sort of concealed play, like if you're playing Assassins in high school or something, I think that this is an okay option. It definitely does its job, but the priming bar back here is much larger than I think it needs to be. It is comfortable. I like how it has knocks in it to draw and fire. Oh my gosh, does it have a dart lock? I take it back. I hate this blaster. Why does it have a dart lock in it? Okay. Blaster is fine. Having a dart lock means that you cannot dry fire this blaster, which is kind of a shame because these miniature pistols are more fun for playing with than they are performance, and spinning is impossible unless you go inside the handle. But that's my review. I don't like the dart lock. I think that that definitely needs to be removed if you were to purchase this blaster, but the blaster is fine. It's not bad. It's a Jolt, and it costs what a Jolt costs, and we've proved that that's more or less okay for that price point in this design space. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked this blaster, let me know. I'm not a huge believer in BoomCo in general, but I think that this blaster is fine, so it would get like a 5 out of 10 on an IGN scale, but there will be a link to its Amazon page in the description box below if you're like a completionist or you need it for aforementioned reasons. I think that covers it. I'm freezing to death, so thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go hide from the cold.